We spend our lives crossing oceans, wandering through deserts, and climbing mountains. We read thousands of books and exhaust ourselves trying to map out a path to meaning, peace, or some distant concept of God. We accumulate experiences, stack philosophies, and log miles on the road, operating under the assumption that whatever we are looking for is hiding just over the next horizon. This map illustrates a significant geographical error in the human search. We assume truth is located at a vast physical or conceptual distance, scaling our efforts outward to reach markers on the edge of the world. While we project our energy toward the edges, we leave the center untouched. We can cover thousands of miles in the physical world without taking a single step toward our own heart. We focus on the span between earth and heaven, yet the most difficult gap to bridge is the psychological space between the masks we wear for the world and the soul we were born to become. Crossing that gap requires the abandonment of external maps. To find the center, we must drop the heavy luggage of the external search and begin a process of radical subtraction. When we stop striving and searching, the immediate response is often a paralyzing fear. We worry that if we stop moving, we will lose our very identity. This identity we are afraid of losing is an artificial construct, a shell stitched together from external applause, past memories, and borrowed titles. This armored personality is a demanding shadow, hiding the actual person beneath layers of psychological weight. The only way to reach the source is through the subtractive path. We do not need to add more layers, we need to dismantle the artificial shadow self. Achieving clarity requires the total surrender of this protected ego. Just as a physical candle must be consumed by the fire to produce light, we must allow our solid certainties to melt away. Curious, despite our desire for peace, we often choose to maintain our own spiritual suffering. We cling to the familiar weight of our burdens while simultaneously asking for freedom. We negotiate with the very habits that bind us, meticulously polishing the bars of our own confinement and calling it progress. The rational mind routinely dismisses clear opportunities for internal realization, labeling daily truths and moments of clarity as mere coincidence. These behavioral patterns must be broken immediately. We do not need to wait for profound suffering to act as our teacher. We can choose to set the burden down now. The cage door is heavy, but it lacks a locking mechanism. The hand reaching out from the inside has always possessed the strength to push the door open, yet we wait for a key that does not exist. The mind insists on waiting for a miracle or external intervention, ignoring the capacity for liberation already held by the heart. We must shift our focus away from measuring the length of our journey. The only metric that matters is the weight of the unnecessary burdens we are still choosing to carry. This structure is at maximum capacity. To create space, we must forcibly lay down our pride, our fear, our demand for certainty, and even our rigidly constructed images of the divine. This is a matter of spiritual physics. Truth and presence cannot enter a psychological space that is already packed to the ceiling with our own assumptions. When we become empty, we create a vacuum. That internal void instantly pulls in a radiant presence, rushing in like dawn through an open window. In this stillness, the seeker realizes the external search was a chase after reflections. The light they were pursuing was actually the delayed echo of a source they already possessed. The subtractive process does not lead to a new prize. It leads to the realization that the silent engine of your existence, the beloved, has been present within you since your very first breath.